Live. Okay. Hi folks, welcome to our Safety Short presentation for August. We're glad you're here today. My name is Jason Watterson and this is Doug Folsom, and we wanted to talk to you today about the most important piece of personal protective equipment. At the same time, we promote our YouTube channel. Like we said in our earlier webinars today, we need to get to 1,000 subscribers so we can use some of the other functionality in YouTube. And so today, for those of you who subscribe to our channel and then comment, for trust members, comment with your employer in the comments, we will put you into a drawing for some Amazon gift cards. More about that in a minute, but now I want to turn the time over to Doug to talk about the most important piece of PPE.
Well, one of the most important articles of personal protective equipment that you can use that can protect your body, and it's actually a part of your body that can be injured quite severely and fairly easily, is your eyes. So of course we're talking about eye protection. So if we're talking about our safety glasses, there are certain things we want to be aware of with our safety glasses. Safety glasses and eyeglasses or sunglasses aren't necessarily the same thing. We want to make sure that when we are selecting safety glasses for purposes of personal protective equipment, we want to make sure that they are ANSI rated. And the rating that we're looking for on safety glasses is one that is Z87. And so if you look on either the frame of the lenses or on the earpiece, at the side of the earpiece, it'll be stamped in there with a number that'll say Z87. And in 2010 and 2015, they actually updated the Z87 standard for some additional markings that you may see on there. So these particular pair of safety glasses that I have here are marked Z87 plus, which means that they are actually rated for a higher speed impact rating. Safety glasses have to meet a certain standard, and they're tested to make sure that they meet an impact standard on both the lenses as well as the frame, so that if something flies in your face and hits them, they will hold up to a certain amount of impact. So Z87 is a standard impact rating that they have to have for that, and then also you may see a Z87 plus, which would indicate a higher speed impact rating, which these particular glasses are. In addition to that, there's other markings that you may see on there that may indicate whether they're good for welding, and they may have a W with a shade number after that, which would indicate, the welding shade. It may have a UV number in there, which would indicate the level of UV protection. It also may have a D that is indicative of a certain level of protection against dust or smaller dust particles. And so if you're looking for safety glasses to meet a certain standard or a certain need that you have, they now may be marked with not just the Z87 or Z87 plus, but they will also be marked with some additional letters and markings that will indicate other protective elements or aspects of the particular safety glasses that they've been tested and verified to provide a certain level of protection. So make sure you're familiar with your safety glasses, what makes them, safety glasses. Another thing that's unique to your safety glasses is going to be a wider protection on the side to keep things from flying into the side. And they want to fit, around your face, because things are still going to blow around your safety glasses easily. Everybody should have a pair of safety glasses. Even if you work in an office, it's a good idea to have a pair of safety glasses. Sometimes you may be going outside around others that are working, but just about no matter what work you do, this is a very essential piece of personal protective equipment that you should have. And don't think just because you have sunglasses or something that you have protection. These are my sunglasses. I love wearing these when I drive. They're fantastic, but they're super lightweight, and I love the optical quality of them, but they're really flimsy. They flex and everything, which is great for comfort when I'm just wearing them in a non-safety type situation. But if these get hit, because they are rather flexible and whatnot, I don't know what kind of impact resistance these lenses have, these may not actually give me much protection, if I'm in an area where there are power tools being used or pneumatic tools or other things where there could be things flying around and a lot of dust or high impact with materials that may come loose or flying off of rotating tools or whatnot. So I want to make sure that if I'm in any kind of a situation where there's industrial equipment, a work environment, yard care, anything like that, I want to make sure that I'm using my Z87 or better rated safety glasses.
And it's really important that we wear this important piece of safety, personal protective equipment all the time whenever we're exposed to any flying objects like that. So that means even at our home, if we're mowing the lawn, or we might have a hobby like shooting or something that has a potential to throw objects or have things get into our eyes. I'm doing some home renovation right now, and so doing remodeling work. Anytime you're using a hammer, have those available and use those. We do have a question from Deb. She asked, "Do goggles have similar ratings?"
Yeah.
And the answer is yes.
So you want to make sure that you identify what your need is from a particular piece of safety equipment, and make sure that you're aware of what the rating is that will indicate the need that needs to be satisfied there. For example, safety glasses are very important to have, but they're not going to be sufficient in every situation. For example, if you're using a bench grinder or any kind of grinder, you should use your Z87 rated safety glasses, but you should also use a full face shield with that piece of equipment as well. So the safety glasses are good. They provide some impact protection, but they're not going to be complete protection. So depending on the job, there may be additional eye or face protection that you may need to make sure you're using, not just the safety glasses alone. And the goggles the same way. The goggles are going to provide a more complete sealed fit around your face so that you don't have small dust particles that blow in above or around or below the bottom of just your safety glasses. So whatever it is that you need the specific protection from is going to determine the selection of the PPE.
Another important point in the comments is, what if you use prescription lenses? How do I deal with that? And you can buy over glasses, and sometimes there may be a challenge to get those that will fit your prescription lenses. But the most important thing is to have your safety glasses available, have those with you, and use them. Okay.
If you're getting prescription lenses in safety glasses, they do have an additional marking on there that you would look for with the Z87. It would be a Z87-2, and that 2 indicates that it's a prescription lens, and where it's a prescription lens, there's also going to be a letter that designates the size for your head. That needs to be specific. So if you are using a prescription lens, it may have an H on there, which may indicate that it's for a smaller head size, for example. So with your personalized prescription lenses, you'll see some additional markings on there as well.
Okay, very, very good. Well, this is a safety short, so we're going to wrap it up, but we just want to go back and remind you that for those of you trust members that are out there, comment your employer so we can go back through the comments and put you in the drawing for the Amazon gift card. Those of you that are on here that have commented so far have a really good odds of drawing this gift card. So for any of you that watch this within the next hour after we end this, we'll go to that point and then do the drawing from everybody that comments, because some may not have caught this just as we went live.
I noticed that Deb Barton has made several comments on here, and Deb, if you're going in, of course, you need to be a trust member to win the prize. And we're only going to be looking at one entry per person, so if you made multiple comments.
But we love your comments, Deb.
We love you anyway.
And questions.
But you can go ahead and encourage your coworkers and those with you to watch the recording, which will be available immediately after we finish the safety short here. And they can still put in their comment, and I'll look for those over the next hour or so.
Okay, awesome. How did you just comment? How did Doug Folsom just comment that Doug Folsom is looking good when you're sitting here? You're amazing.
Maybe that's just a comment directed to Doug Folsom. There's a couple of them there. So,
all right, guys. Appreciate your attendance on here. Subscribe. Go on to our channel, click subscribe, and click on the bell to get notifications. So when we do this, you'll be right there. Thanks so much for...
Remember, when you hit subscribe, it'll say subscribed on the button on there. If it says subscribe, then you still need to subscribe. If you click it again after you subscribe, it may unsubscribe you. So just make sure after you've clicked subscribe that it says subscribed on there, and check that every time to make sure you're still subscribed.
All right, guys, have a safe day.